Recently, I thought about this question: what would make me stronger? I don't mean carrying 20 kilograms of rice with one hand. What I meant is that I am turning 60 this September. It will become a new chapter of my life. And one of my goals is to be stronger, not just physically, but mentally. It's the kind of strength when life throws at you and you tell yourself, okay lah, I can handle that. Welcome to my channel. My name is Esti. I am a Singaporean living up in North Sweden. I am a highly sensitive person. I am working towards this goal of becoming a stronger person and how to adapt to the new culture and the new life here. So if this kind of content interests you, I would love for you to watch a few of my videos before you subscribe. In this video, I am going to share with you how I define strength or how to become stronger mentally and emotionally. The kind of strength where life throws something at you and you say, okay lah, this one I can handle. Not because you don't feel anything, but because you have learned that you can feel something deeply and still keep going. And I think this is especially true for women, especially like me. I am a woman who sometimes caring too much. Women who feel things deeply. Women who can walk into a room and somehow know when somebody is not okay. Even when that person said, I'm fine. You know what I mean? Some of us can practically feel the atmosphere once we step into a room and someone say nothing lah, and immediately your brain goes, something is definitely wrong. Sometimes I think being sensitive is both a gift and a bit of headache sometimes, because when you care deeply, you also worry deeply. When you love deeply, you can get hurt deeply. When somebody you care is struggling, you feel them and you need to help. And sometimes you take responsibility for things that were never actually yours to carry. And that is something I've been thinking about a lot. Maybe the question isn't about how can I care less? Maybe the question should be, how can I care deeply without losing myself? I grew up in Singapore, and if you grow up like me, you probably know what I'm talking about when I say that many of us were taught to be responsible, taught to be polite, don't make trouble, think about other people first, help others, help your family, support them. And sometimes you become very good at saying never mind, until one day you realize that it is actually does matter, because our feelings matter, our exhaustion matters, our boundaries matters, our happiness matters. And I think this is something many women learn only later in their life. We spend our younger years taking care of everyone, our parents, our partner, our children, our friends, our colleagues, everyone. Then suddenly one day we look at ourselves and think, what about me? Where did I go? I think one of the hardest lessons in life is learning that you cannot change another person. This is one really difficult thing to work on. Because when you love someone, you can see their potential. You can see how much better things could be. You think to yourself, if only they would just do this. If only they could understand that. If only they would listen, if only they could change, then everything would be okay. But life doesn't work like that. You can advise, you can explain, you can encourage, you can support, you can pray every night. You can give them 1,000 chances if you want, but ultimately another person's choice belongs to them, not you. I think being a highly sensitive person, this can be especially difficult because we feel responsible. We think maybe I didn't explain properly, or maybe I should have been more patient, or maybe I should try again, or maybe if I say it in a different way, they will finally understand. Sometimes you can explain something until your hair turns white and the person still don't get it. And then you realize maybe the problem wasn't your explanation. Maybe they simply don't want to hear it. And that when you have to stop, take a deep breath and say, okay lah, this one is no longer my problem. Now they don't understand me. That doesn't mean that you don't care. It means that you understand the difference between caring and carrying. You can care about someone without carrying their life into your back. You can love someone without solving every problem for them. You can wish someone well without sacrificing your own peace. That, to me, is strength. And you know what else is strength? Somebody asks, can you help me? We say, can. Then later we are thinking, why did I say I can? We say yes before our brain has even finished processing the question, right? Can you help me to move house? And then you also say, can lah, like typical Singaporean. Can you drive me to the supermarket? You say, can lah. Can you do this? Can you do that for me? It's always can. And then suddenly, your whole weekend is gone. But seriously, sometimes being a good person means being helpful. But being a good person does not mean that you must always be available. You are allowed to say, sorry, I can't do this today. You are allowed to say, not this time, please. You are allowed to say, I need some time to think about it. You don't have to always give people an answer immediately or explaining why. Just say, no, I can't. I'm sorry. And I think as we grow older, we should become more and more comfortable with saying no, because our time is limited and is precious. Our energy is precious, and our peace is also precious. Honestly, I don't have time to be interested anymore in wasting my energy trying to convince someone to understand me. If you understand me, that's great. If you don't, that's okay. I am not going to chase you around. At this stage of my life, I just want peace. And when I moved from Singapore to Sweden, I think I've learned another kind of lesson, that life can be very different here. The face, the culture, the weather. And let's talk about the weather. Singapore is so hot, right? And Sweden is cold like hell. In Singapore, you complain about sweating. And in Sweden, you complain that your finger is getting numb. But living in another country teaches you something. You learn to adapt. You learn that you can start again. You learn that you can build a life somewhere completely different, and eventually you will realize that you are much stronger than you thought you were. Maybe that's why I believe the strength doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes strength is simply, I survived that. I've got through that. I've started that. I've learned. I just keep going. And nobody even clap. Nobody give you a medal because you know what? You don't need one. Because you know what you have in order to survive. Another thing that I've learned is that being sensitive doesn't mean being weak. I think sometimes people confuse these two. If you cry easily, they think that you are weak. If you care deeply, they think that you are naive. If you forgive, they think that you can take advantage of you. But I don't believe sensitive is weakness. Actually, sensitive means you notice things, how you feel, how you care, how you connect, and that's beautiful. But sensitive needs boundaries. Otherwise, you become like a sponge. You absorb everybody else's emotion. Someone is angry, you absorb it. Someone is unhappy, you absorb it. Somebody has a problem, you absorb it. Somebody's complaining, you affected by that. And then at the end of the day, you wonder, why am I so exhausted? Maybe because you have been carrying this 5% emotion plus your own. And no wonder you are tired. So I'm learning something, I can say. I understand that you are upset without becoming upset yourself. I can say, I care about you without taking responsibility for your choices. I can say, I hope things get better without even becoming responsible for making them better. That emotion is maturity. And I think that is something we learn when we age. You know, when we are young, we think strength means tough. Don't cry. Don't show weakness. Don't let everybody see that you are hurt. And now that I'm older, I think differently. I think strength is being able to say, yes, that hurts. Yes, I am disappointed. Yes, I'm tired. Yes, I need help. And then still say, but I am going to keep going. That is strength. Not pretending you are okay, being honest that you are not okay, and knowing that you won't stay there forever. So, I've been asking myself, what would make me stronger? And then I think I finally understand the answer. It isn't about becoming harder, becoming colder. It isn't stopping myself from loving. It isn't becoming someone who doesn't care. It is learning how to care for myself as much as I care for others. That is the part that many of us forget. We tell our friends, take care. But do we take care ourselves? We tell our kids, don't stress. But we are stressing ourselves, right? We tell our friends, don't let people take advantage of you. but we are allowing people to take advantage of our kindness. Sometimes we need to listen to our own advice. Actually, maybe we should take ourselves seriously. We should go out for coffee and give ourselves some good advice. And here's the thing. At 60, I don't want to spend my next chapter of my life trying to prove my worth. I don't want to prove that I'm good enough. I don't want to prove that I'm lovable. I don't want to prove that I'm useful. I don't want to prove that I deserve respect. I just want to live simply. I just want to enjoy those little things, the beautiful morning, a short walk, a cup of coffee, a good simple meal, maybe painting in the afternoon, a conversation with somebody I love, or maybe watch a funny video, or watch the beautiful sunset, take a trip somewhere I've never been, make myself laugh in front of the TV, and worry less. I want to create memories instead of constantly creating problems in my head. Because you know what? Our mind can be very creative. Unfortunately, sometimes they are creative in the wrong direction. Maybe growing stronger means becoming more intentional. Who do I want around me? What do I want to spend my time doing? What makes me feel peaceful? What drains me? What makes me laugh? What makes me feel alive? And perhaps most importantly, what do I need to let it go of? Because sometimes we think strength means holding on to a relationship, holding on to a partner that is avoiding confrontation, discussion, holding on to expectation on people, things, results, holding on to what we wish we had happened. But sometimes strength means letting go, not because you don't care, but because you care about your future more than your past. That is powerful. I want you to know something. You don't have to fix everything today. You don't have to know exactly what your next 10 years will look like. You don't even need to know what next month look like. Start with tomorrow. What is the one thing you can do tomorrow that will make your life just a little better? Maybe going out for a short walk. Maybe you can call somebody you trust. Maybe you can clean one corner of your home. Maybe you can turn off the phone for 1 hour. Maybe you can finally say no to something or someone. Maybe you can ask for help. Maybe you can simply rest. Just one small things, and then another and another, and that's how things change. Not always with a big dramatic moment, something quiet, one small decision at a time. If you are around my age, I want you to hear this. We are not finished. Please don't think that because you are 60, 70 or 80, your best days are behind you. Maybe your best days are different now. Maybe it's more quieter, maybe it's more simpler, but different doesn't mean worse. At this age, we know what matters. We know our health matters, our peace matters, the people around us matters, our family matters, our friendship matters, time matters, and we know that some things simply aren't worth arguing about anymore. Somebody wants to think badly of you? Okay lah, let them. Somebody doesn't understand you? Well, it's okay. I won't expect everybody to understand me. Somebody doesn't like you, and that's okay. You don't have to attend every argument you are invited to. Sometimes the best response is no response. Sometimes the best revenge is a peaceful life. And sometimes the strongest things you can do is simply walk away and keep walking. Don't look back. So, what would make me stronger? I think I know now. It would make me stronger to trust myself, to listen to my intuition, to say no without feeling guilt, to say yes when something genuinely makes me happy, to stop trying to control others people's choice, to stop carrying problems that doesn't belong to me, to ask for help when I need them, to rest when I'm tired, to forgive myself for things that I didn't know before, to stop punishing myself for being human, and to remember that being sensitive is being caring. It doesn't mean that I have to carry the whole world around. I can have a soft heart and a strong backbone. I can be kind and still have boundaries. I can love people and still choose myself. I can forgive and still walk away. And I think that the kind of woman I want to become is not a harder woman, a wiser woman, a calmer woman, a woman who knows her worth, a woman who doesn't need everybody's approval, a woman who can look at life and say, okay lah, life has thrown me some difficult thing, but I'm still here. And now, maybe, just maybe, life wasn't trying to break me. Maybe life is quietly teaching me how strong I could become. So, if you are watching this today, I want you to ask yourself the same question. Not, why is this happening to me? But ask yourself, what would make me stronger? Maybe your answer is different from mine. And whatever the answer is, listen to it. Please remember, you don't have to become stronger for anybody else. You become stronger for yourself, for your own peace, your own happiness, and for the many years ahead. And because there are still so many things waiting for you, there are still places you haven't seen, food you haven't tasted, people you haven't met, things you haven't learned, sunset you haven't watched, song you haven't danced to. And maybe that's a dream that you haven't even allowed yourself to dream yet. So don't close the book yet. You are not finished. This is not the end of your story. Maybe this is simply the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where you choose yourself a little more. A chapter where you protect your peace. A chapter you stop carrying what doesn't belong to you. A chapter where you can laugh about, you learn to love wisely, you rest without feeling guilty, live more intentionally. And maybe if you're going through something right now, I want you to know you don't have to figure everything out today. Take one step, then another, one day at a time. And when life tests you again, and yes, it probably will, take a deep breath, put your shoulder back, and tell yourself, I've been through difficult things before, but I'm still here. That is strength. Thank you for spending this time with me. And before you go, I want you to do something for me. Leave me a comment below and tell me what is one thing you are going to do for yourself to become stronger. It could be something very small, maybe just saying no, maybe just taking care of your health more, maybe letting go of something, maybe finding something you have always wanted to do, and who knows, your comment might be exactly what another person needs to hear. And if you enjoy this little conversation, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope you watch a few of my other videos. Before you do that, please do not pretend that we have everything figured out. We are simply learning, growing, laughing, sometimes crying, and hopefully something a little wiser and a little stronger together. From Singapore to Sweden, from one woman trying to navigate these crazy things called life to another, you are always allowed to choose yourself. You are always allowed to protect your peace. And you are never too old to become stronger. Please take care of yourself, okay? Until next time, bye for now.